Hello, it's Icy, and I'm back again with part two of what I'm going to be calling what makes a good raid leader. I think probably I might change the name later. We'll see. So last time I talked about a bunch of general things about how to get started being a raid leader. Um, what's involved, the difference between a guild raid and a pickup group raid, the advantages of learning underneath a different raid leader, both as a lieutenant and in a secondary raid. Um, so today I'm going to talk about something really quite specific that I've noticed is vital to being a raid leader, whether it's a good one or a bad one. Doesn't matter, you still need to be able to do this, and that's make decisions. Uh, you need to be able to make bunches, lots and lots and lots of decisions on the fly with very little information, with no experience necessarily, and you just need to keep making them for the whole time that you're leading a raid. So I'm going to link to a video, whatever corner the thing is on, and this is me leading a raid. Now, at this stage, I'm perfectly comfortable. It's only like maybe a week or so prior to me recording this video. When I recorded that one, I was feeling particularly tired that day, like just absolutely shattered, and wasn't really like ready to actually lead it. I was actually wanting to PvP, but wanting somebody else to take responsibility for actually telling everybody what to do. But I was needed, and so I said yes. And you can actually see me in the part of the video. And we get to Alessia, and we're trying to save it, and my brain just goes, oh shit, I don't know what to do. Like the actual sort of thought of having to make decision after decision after decision after decision at that point, it's just like so hard, and my brain just goes, oh, please don't make me do this. I think that's the point at which a lot of people get put off leading a raid, because especially when you start out, how do you know if you're making the right decision? Um, and the answer is you don't. And you'll never know, because it's always possible you could have made some other decision and would be better or worse. Maybe you would have held the keep for longer, maybe you would have held it for shorter, you'll never know. So one thing I have to say is that you just have to get in and make the decision. You just have to tell people to do something. Ultimately, it probably doesn't matter what. If you're a raid leader, you just have to jump in and say, okay. Can I get you to go up on the corner tower and I'd like a lookout, please, so I know when they're coming? Can I get you to go out and try a troll pair? Can you three go and set up oils across the top? And I need somebody on the back flag with the ballista pointing out the front door. I need caltrops on either side of the breach. And these things keep rolling out. Now, if you, and that's just PvP experience, where you've been running with multiple other raid leaders and you've heard them say, I need this and this and this and this. And then your ability to lead a raid is to basically tell people what to do, no matter what. And you have to keep telling them what to do for the whole of the time that you're a raid leader. Now, that can be really exhausting. As I'm sure you know, I've got limited time to play ESO because I keep mentioning it. So the longest I've ever led a raid is 4 hours, and I was shattered at the end of it. And I know people regularly lead raids for 8 hours and stuff. It's like, I don't know how they do it. Maybe they're younger. But anyway, but in summary, I think The first step to being a raid leader, an independent raid leader, as opposed to one who is assisting a primary raid, is the ability just to make a decision, just to make it, own it, follow it through, move on to the next one. Now, next time I will talk about good decisions and bad decisions and where you go from there. But thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.